Mario Barrios weighs in at 146.2 pounds. 146.2.
146.8 pounds for
the weight class I belong in. This is the one I feel the most comfortable, so excited to start my journey at 147.
A toda mi gente mexicano que está aquí. Viva la raza! But yeah, no, this is huge for me, for my career. Yeah, man, I'm excited to step in there tomorrow.
Best of luck.
Everything explodes at the final weigh-in as Ryan Garcia nearly clashes with Mario Barrios. The calm, focused image around Ryan suddenly cracks under intense fight week pressure.
I've already said it all, I've done it all, and now I'm just ready to kick ass. I'm going there and just this man up. You don't understand. I'm gonna him up. You don't know what I've been training like. You don't know the vision I have. You do not know I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'll break this whole thing right now. That's how I'm firing. I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm strong. Strong. And I'm louder than that whole team. They got like 5 people there. Look how loud. Woo! We couldn't hear you, bitch.
It starts as a normal face-off. Seconds later, it feels like it could turn physical. That thin line between promotion and real anger almost disappears.
Like, people are overlooking that aspect. Like, do you feel like people are vastly overlooking your experience coming into this fight?
They might be, but it doesn't make a difference of what's gonna happen, come fight night.
How does a dominant performance against Ryan look like?
Just making him uncomfortable, just exploiting, his weaknesses, which I think he has a lot in his fighting style. Not saying he's not dangerous, not saying that, there isn't things that he's really great at. I just know that I'm a better fighter.
If you look back at the press conference, the tension was already building. Ryan spoke with cool confidence, treating Barrios like just another obstacle while saying he's stronger, sharper, and reborn.
I just think that I'm one of those guys that I will just beat him, and I just think that everybody thinks he's just some savant in the ring, and I'm just here to take that away. That's pretty much what it is. They thought Devin Haney was the same way. He's unbeatable. That's what Eddie Hearn said, right? And then went and beat his ass. Same thing with Shakur. I know people are saying he's pound for pound, this and that, but I don't see it. He gonna have to prove it. I beat him in the amateurs. I'll beat him again, and I will hurt him. You don't understand me? Like, I will humble him in ways that he's never been humbled before.
Barrios responded in a completely different way. Relaxed, steady, almost entertained. His message was simple: talk doesn't win fights, execution does. The contrast was powerful. Ryan brought fire. Barrios brought control. One was loud belief, the other quiet confidence.
Anyways, we did been doing some research for Mario. He fought Keith Thurman with 10-ounce gloves. We don't want that. We want 8-ounce.
What's that?
Keith Thurman, he fought him with 10-ounce gloves. We want 8-ounce. So we want to know what decision you're gonna make. Are you gonna do 8-ounce or 10-ounce? I want it 8. I want to go at it straight up.
Oh, 8?
We want the danger.
It's already determined. We already got our 8 ounces.
Okay, so we're doing 8.
Are you
Let's
kidding?
go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Okay, well, I don't know who we're going to, but we're doing 8-ounce. That's what we get.
Oh, no. 8.
When two fighters with opposite energy stand face to face, sparks are expected. The near altercation wasn't just drama, it showed mindset. Ryan looked emotionally charged and locked in on a mission.
I think he's gonna be surprised just how big I am. I've been seeing interviews and everything. He's trying to downplay the size difference. He was trying to say it's because I was wearing Docs, but he was wearing platform Converse. So I think that's the main thing that he's gonna be surprised with. Because I know in a lot of his fights, he builds a lot of momentum by walking, these fighters down, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do that. When he has that presence in front of him.
Barrios stayed calm, carrying himself like a champion. Words flying outside, calculations happening inside. That mental battle might be more intense than the punches on fight night.
I see a motivated Ryan, which ultimately is going to make him very dangerous inside the ring. But I see a Barrios who is confident, a Barrios who's coming off a draw with the legendary Manny Pacquiao, which counts for a lot because, trust me, when Ryan hits him and he goes down, he's going to get right back up. So it might be a long night for both guys. It's going to be a fun fight.
The heated weigh-in flows straight into Oscar de la Hoya's preview. When he talks about the first bell, nerves, adrenaline, and clashing intentions, it's clear this is deeper than hype. Oscar says Ryan lacked motivation in the Raleigh fight and paid for it. That's a legend pointing out a mindset flaw, not a skill problem.
I think a lot of things went wrong in his camp. Just wasn't focused right from the start. When the fight was maybe being negotiated to the final bell, he just wasn't there psychologically. I don't think he wanted that fight. I don't think he was motivated to fight a role.
Then Oscar says he now sees a focused Ryan. That changes everything. A disciplined, explosive puncher is far more dangerous than a distracted one. But he also gives Barrios respect, reminding everyone he's confident after going the distance with Manny Pacquiao. That experience builds real toughness. Oscar even suggests that if Ryan drops him, Barrios will get back up. That sounds like a battle, not a quick finish. And calling this fight do or die for Ryan connects to the whole redemption storyline.
Living legend in Pacquiao and didn't lose. Took the draw. I think that gives him more confidence. We're not going to see the Barrios that we saw with Pacquiao. We're going to see a whole new, improved, stronger, faster, better Barrios because of the Pacquiao fight. So, yeah, Ryan better be in the best shape of his life. He better be, stay focused, in control, and take care of business.
Oscar also highlights trainers in opposite corners and mental warfare. Now the fight feels like composure versus chaos control. He describes Barrios as steady and determined, while Ryan is the unpredictable factor. That's why this matchup feels unstable. One fighter is structure, the other momentum swings. When Oscar says it comes down to who wants it more, it sounds simple, but with one man rebuilding mentally and the other defending pride, hunger becomes the real headline.
It's a matter of putting it together. It's a matter of having the love for the sport once again. Remember what got you here. Don't remember where you're gonna go. Remember what got you here. So I see a Ryan that's focused. I see a Ryan that's determined. I see a Ryan that really wants it. So I think come February fight night, it's gonna be a very, very intense fight for both guys.
Ryan then shifts the tone. He doesn't sound like someone recovering anymore. He sounds like someone ready for a title run. He says past camps, trainer changes, and chaos built his character. It feels like he's turning past mistakes into lessons. That mindset can mean growth or pure self-belief depending on fight night. He talks about recommitting to diet, discipline, and sacrifice, matching the focused version seen in camp. But when he says Barrios can't handle his speed and punches will come from everywhere, that familiar bold Ryan energy returns.
How have you envisioned yourself winning the fight on Saturday?
Oh man, I just want to be sharp. I just want to show people how sharp I am. When you put pressure on yourself, it kind of sometimes you force things. So I think
are you feeling like, are you putting pressure on yourself?
No, I'm just saying, like, if you try to predict what you want or like envision how it should be, you kind of get too,
like in your head about it. Yeah.
I'm just here and you're gonna see me fight my best.
Speed has always been his main weapon when he's mentally sharp. What stands out is him saying Barrios offers nothing new. That's risky talk, because underestimating a tough champion can backfire. When Shakur Stevenson's name comes up, Ryan's intensity rises. He speaks about beating him and taking his spotlight. That's not just future plans, that's claiming the throne early. He even criticizes Teofimo Lopez's chaotic camp while suggesting his own is now organized, which is ironic given his history. Calm voice, aggressive goals, spiritual tone, and heavy confidence all blend together. If that balance is real, he's chasing respect, not attention.
One thing you think that Mario is going to be like super surprised from you on the night of the fight, or is not expecting from you?
I just don't think he's going to be able to expect that these punches coming from everywhere, to be real. I just don't think he'll be able to handle my speed. But, when you're in there, we'll see. But he's just not going to be able to keep up with me. It's just point blank period.
Yeah. And on the flip, is there something that you feel he brings that you've never seen before in a fight?
Nah.
Nothing at all.
Absolutely not. No.
Height, size,
Nothing.
reach, nothing.
During the inside the ring breakdown, the tone shifts again. Max Kellerman says Ryan is extremely talented but compares him to Rocky before facing Clubber Lang. It sounds more like caution than praise. Talent is there, but questions remain. In boxing, talk gets tested quickly. Then it's mentioned Ryan admitted he didn't want the Raleigh fight and knew he wasn't right mentally. That shows awareness, which can be powerful. Gabe Rosado bluntly says Ryan lacks discipline and contrasts that with Barrios' steady, reliable approach, which often wins tough fights.
But are we worried, even if Barrios isn't Clubber Lang? Cop, let's start with you.
You have to be a little worried, Max. I mean, we saw what Rolly Romero, Shady's favorite, did to Ryan Garcia last May in Times Square. You know, Ryan was like a deer in the headlights, and I was actually with Ryan at his training camp in Calabasas on Thursday. Ryan said, look, when I fought Rolly, I didn't even want to be there. I had a really high mountain to climb. I knew I was 30 pounds overweight. I hadn't fought in a year. I was coming off suspension. He said, I knew I was going to lose.
When you put your eyes on him, do you see unusual talent, speed and power?
Absolutely, but it's just he lacks the discipline.
Right.
And when you're fighting a guy like Barrios who is disciplined, he's a little boring. I mean, Barrios really doesn't, he's not charismatic or nothing like that. He's not like Ryan, but he's disciplined.
The panel debates influencer lifestyle versus full commitment to boxing. That feels like the hidden storyline. Social media presence outside the ring versus pressure-tested focus inside it. There's even a suggestion Ryan could be misleading people with relaxed training clips. It's bold but believable. The key technical point is fundamentals. Barrios doesn't need flashy speed. He needs a hard, uncomfortable fight. That style can disrupt rhythm. They say if Ryan is even close to his best, Barrios could struggle, but discipline questions remain. Natural talent versus steady consistency. Flash versus foundation. One unpredictable force against one proven grinder.
And he has Goose in his corner for this fight, which is going to add a lot to Barrios because he knows the errors that Ryan makes. He knows Ryan personally, so that's a plus for Barrios. It's dangerous for Ryan.
Well, one thing about Ryan Garcia that we all know is that he's always trying to trick somebody. So he might show videos in the kitchen with his dad, YouTubers, this, that, but he might really be training. And I've been talking to Ryan, and Ryan seems focused. His weight's on the right, like Mike just talked about. And I think he's hungry.
When you step back and connect everything, the weigh-in chaos, Oscar's comments about motivation, Ryan presenting himself as reborn, and analysts questioning discipline, this fight becomes a mental test under bright lights. Ryan steps in with urgency and redemption energy, claiming he's the sharpest version of himself. Barrios carries calm champion focus, blocking out noise. One side is emotional spark. The other is steady control. Fights like this are rarely decided by highlight moments. They're decided by who stays composed when plans break down. If focused Ryan shows up, his explosiveness can shift the entire fight.
Coming from the fight with Devin Haney, right, and that didn't go the right way for him, right, he got suspended, etc. Then you fight Rolly, who most people bet their life savings on that he would win that fight, and he lost. He's got to come back and look good and win. I think Ryan knows that.
What do you think when you see him posting those videos? You've been in the game a long time. You're a throwback Philly fighter.
I go by consistency. And when you look how you looked against Rolly, and then this is what you're doing for the next camp, man, it just doesn't make sense.
But if old chaos returns even slightly, Barrios' consistency, durability, and composure could turn it into a long, difficult night. That's why this feels unpredictable and mentally intense from the opening bell. Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The King Boxing. See you in the next video.